Welcome to part 10 of Wind Waker, and before we leave Dragon Roost Isle for good, we're still in Dragon Roost Cave because I want to get my hands on that last rock feather. Needless to say, folks, even though I got 20 rock feathers off screen, of which I did, that is the best method to get it from that best location. And also I have 19 joy pendants. Now that I have the grappling hook, those things are easy to get. But here is the thing. I would have to apologize for an inaccuracy I made later on, but first, earlier on, like in several parts. But before I make that apology, let's get that last joy pendant and kill this bokoblin for hitting me. I mean, with the grappling hook, you are pretty much guaranteed a joy pendant. Oh, by the way, he's dead. There's sharp pointy rocks below. I should know, I fell down that cliff many times. Anyway, there's also something I missed here, too. The inaccuracy is, I thought that if you, or should I say, I completely forgot that the treasure chart we're looking for is not in the possession of the rats. And my apologies if I misled you. It's actually underneath a torch puzzle, basically. So you have to light another torch, make sure you found a stick that's on a high level, because there's obviously going to be in a jar, and then you just open it up, and you get yourself a treasure chart. But what the rats do have is the ability to buy potions early on in the game. If you have a free bottle, you'll be able to buy red or blue potions without having to sell choo-choo jellies to the potion guy over in Windfall, or in a later area that we're going to be going into, having to give up Deku seeds. Now here, and that's what we're going to be spending the next minutes here. Now, the next couple of minutes we're going to be spending here, first off, I want to try to complete this quest. And before we do, I want to point out something that I completely forgot: the rupee system here in this game. You have the green rupees, that's 1. I can't believe I'm doing this at part 10 and I should have done this at part 1. The yellow rupees that are 10, the blue rupees that are 5, the red that are 20, the orange, which I'm about to get as one of the prizes for giving 20 gold feathers to this guy. And then there are the purple rupees that are 50 and the silver rupees that are 200. Here's the thing about the silver rupees. The silver rupees are in elaborate places. And also, we gotta talk to the chieftain, because that's the only other way to activate his letter. Because he will send you a letter later on, like 3 days later. And if you have the Song of Passing, you'll immediately get it. All you gotta do is go to a red mailbox. But, as I was saying about the silver rupees are in elaborate places, 2 of which are under big Octos. Meaning you'll have to kill those assholes. And of course there are in elaborate places, because you're going to have to find treasure charts that may lead you to them. But the main focus right now is this minigame. This minigame will lead you to one of the heart pieces. However, this is one of those minigames that I completely forgot was luck-based. Not to mention, it is hard to do because of the fact you have a strict time limit, and it is luck-based. Luck-based as in the symbols don't always appear at the same row. You'll have to keep moving your controller as fast as you can and throw them in the right symbol. And sometimes you may jump the gun and throw them in the wrong symbol. So pretty much it's a game of matching. And you start off having to try to get 50, or at least 10 letters, I think. It would be preferably 15, but getting 10 letters by the 30-second marker, and then eventually it will raise to 20 and then 25. But the thing is, the killer part is the 25. you'll have to do 25 at least twice in order for you to get the heart piece. But because there's going to be some other male worker here that is, postal worker, here, that will be so excited that you sorted 25 letters in one go, to the point where he will have you to do it again. If you do, however, unfortunately I don't on screen, if you, however, he will send you a letter, and his mother will send you a letter that will lead to a heart piece. Again, this is a luck-based game, and I'm not gonna make it to 20 in this one. I'm warning you right now. I will in a few seconds, or a few minutes, I would say, because I jump cut. But at least I'm trying to show you exactly what you're gonna have to go through to get it. I mean, my hand-eye coordination may be bad, and I missed up a couple of times, but I was one shy of actually getting 20 letters, and then I get it after the next time. So now you're gonna be having to get 25 letters. Oh, by the way, you're getting paid like for every letter you deliver. You can keep doing the game even after you get the heart piece, and if you do get the upgrade to your wallet, that's going to be lots of money, and it is going to be the best way, or at least one of the best ways, to deal with Tingle deciphering your your maps. Now here's the thing about this. It's going to be hard because of the fact that you have to wait for things to show up in a row. I mean, if you have certain symbols showing up in a row, like 5 or 6 at a time, it's going to be extremely lucky for that to happen. But unfortunately, it doesn't. So now it's time for us to bid farewell to this place, but unfortunately, the King of Red Lions will not let me leave. And there's only one reason why he will not let me leave. I will have to use the Wind Waker to set the sail southward. And unfortunately, I may not have paid attention to what he said. I probably didn't pay attention to what he said, because when I recorded this session, I was pretty darn tired. But yeah, he will not let you go anywhere until you blow the winds to the south. And if you haven't gotten the Wind Waker, which you obviously should by this time, and you have, the Wind's Requiem, that's what it is. If you haven't gotten that yet, you should by the time you get out of this place. Then again, the Wii U version will not let you get the Wind's Requiem until you talk to Medley. So yeah, now you gotta talk to the King of Red Lions before your water meter runs out. Also, you might want to be on the lookout for certain ships, especially for Beetles, because Beetle has one of your glass bottles. And speaking of which, I will end up getting another glass bottle because we're passing by that island anyway. Oh, and this is also what the bait is used for, by the way. Sorry to transition off of subjects quickly, but in the GameCube version, you will need every single map deciphered, and these fish will do it for bait. All you have to do is see these fish jump out the water, feed them all-purpose bait, and just have your map deciphered. That's all you really need to do. But the map being deciphered, there's some people that could actually get the prizes without the map being deciphered. there are others that, like me, who would rather the map be deciphered to make things easier because of the fact that you may inadvertently run into some unnecessary danger, especially being ill-equipped to deal with it. But also, you need the map completed because if you're trying to look for treasure, there are certain parts on that map you need to be in order to snag the treasure. So yeah, you might want to follow this vicious advice and make sure your sea chart is filled out. It'll make it easier for you. Because again, you don't want to run into some unnecessary trouble. I promise you, the unnecessary trouble that I don't want you to run into, you will be more than likely ran into by me. Hypocrisy! I know. So anyway, we're now going to be making our way to Forest Haven, which is in the south. But in order to do that, we're going to have to pass by Fire Mountain and Bomb Island. Maybe I should sail a little bit more to the right. Please do that past me. Please. Oh, there's also the flight platform I think somewhere around here somewhere. I'm not sure. But it would be in your personal interest to sail to the right instead of the left. Now, I'm zooming in my camera, right? I'm zooming in my camera on Fire Island. There is not a single seagull in the vicinity. I don't see a seagull. Do you see a seagull? Do you see many seagulls on the in the horizon? No, there's not a seagull. And why am I talking about seagulls when I'm sailing? Remember what I told you in part 4, if I'm not mistaken? There you go. There you go. Yep. This happened. An 8-eyed Octo, and I don't have a way to defeat him. God damn it. Well, chalk this up to failure, folks. Again, I did not see those seagulls. And it is not screen crunched. The seagulls did not just pop up at all. Oh, now I see seagulls when I'm surrounded by this fucking whirlpool. Thanks a lot, you assholes. Excuse my French, but I'm just aggravated right now. This will happen if you run into seagulls. Damn it all. Well, I tried to get away from this thing. Well, I ended up getting, well, caught. This is my punishment. But I promise you one thing. When I get my hands on the appropriate weapon, and I will by part 14, I'm coming back here. I'm coming back here, and I'm going to annihilate you. I will kill you and your whole family. Believe that. Asshole. And thanks to this guy, I got shot off to the horizon. Yep. Hey, there was a Big Dipper, but that doesn't matter. I ended up being shot off course by this asshole squid. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to get into the path of the big Octo. But I will mark the the map though, because I'm gonna need to do that. And again, you saw it, no seagulls. The seagulls show up until the last minute. Alright, Now that we've got this, we can mark the map, and now we know exactly where to go, away from the big Octo. Good news is, if you destroy the big Octo, you will never have to see it again. And I do believe that particular big Octo has a piece of heart. Just for the sake of getting there. Also, this fish actually left a big clue on how to get into the mountain. You see, there is supposed to be a oh, and by the way, I'm saving just in case I die. There is a weapon, or should I say, a magical power that you need to get into that mountain. The problem? We can't get that yet, because 1, we don't have the arrows. 2, we have to go through convoluted stuff, and 3, we haven't beaten Cyclos yet, because that's also one of the ways to get there. We'll get in there anyway. Anyway, let's just go. I will never, ever get caught by a big Octo unintentionally again. So embarrassing that happened. I'm not trying to be angry, folks. I just got embarrassed terribly by what just happened. But the good news is, there's no big Octo where I'm going. Oh no. If I'm not mistaken, the big Octos are right next to Outset Isle. There's also a big Octo. Oh, and by the way, that's not a cyclone, that's enough. Just to let you guys know. I know that's true. Just be careful. Cyclos will show up too. And if Cyclos shows up, well, yeah, you're going to be tossed even further. But then again, the only reason why I'm bitter, I never, ever managed to get to, Forest Haven without getting caught by, oh, damn it, I wasn't trying to talk to you, I was trying to climb a beetle ship, because you never know what's on beetle ship. But anyway, as I was saying, I never ever managed to get through a practice playthrough without getting caught by that particular Octo, because the seagulls sometimes don't show up. So I'm just going to go on ahead and buy some more bait, just in case I need to bribe some more fish. Oh, and sorry about that. It was a drop in frame rate. And I hope the drop in frame rate doesn't also cause my commentary to drop too. So let's just go. I don't have to worry about a, oh, there's a fish right there. I could just go ahead and mark this island too. Wait a minute. Yeah, this place. The one I just passed up was South Triangle Island, if I'm not mistaken. One of the places we will have to come back to eventually once we get all 3 pearls. And it will be in your best interest to be careful, because on your way to that isle trying to deal with the Triforce, there is still the matter of Cyclos showing up and throwing your boat off course. So yeah, there's that. And we're here in Bomb Island, which we will need, no, not that. We will need a special island to get the chart that's here. Alright, where's the fish? I just saw him. There you are. Now then, let's just mark this map and be done with it. I know that this may look boring, but I'm saving myself some trouble trying to mark these islands. Alright. Let's leave, but first, that clue that the fish gave us. Well, that clue leads to the pirate ship that you're going to need a chart for, which that is actually somewhere else, but we won't have to worry about that until we get our hands on the... God damn it, why did I do that? Anyway, until I get my hands on the hook shot, which is in this game. But nonetheless, let's be on the lookout for something else. Yes, it is nighttime, but at the same time, I'm not worried about the time of day, because at the time of day, there's going to be different enemies to attack. What I am worried about is this particular submarine right here. There are going to be submarines throughout the entirety of this area. I mean, the Great Sea, if you want to be specific about the areas. There's going to be submarines that you're going to need to destroy. Yeah, I'm going to throw this at them. That did not work. That did not work. Alright, joy pendant. Damn you, rat! Get lost. Come on, get up. There we go. And now, with all those guys destroyed, all you need to do is just destroy the 3 bokoblins. The rats, they're just an added bonus to get them out of the way. Now then, let's open up this chest here, and we should get, come on, our second bottle. Having bottles is actually a good thing, especially going into the second stage and the third, or should I say third dungeon. In actuality, there probably won't be a third dungeon for the third pearl. Yep. Nonetheless, let's hop on to the King of Red Lions and let's head over to Forest Haven, because that is our next destination as it's marked on the map. Just 2 bottles is definitely a needed thing, especially since we're going to need one of those bottles. Oh yeah, now the seagulls show up. Assholes. They weren't even there last time. But as I was saying, before the seagulls rudely interrupted me, we're going to need at least 2 bottles, one to keep berries in and one to use for, well, just about everything else. Even the fireflies that Lorenzo is going to need for the deluxe pictograph. But the boat will actually make a complete stop in Forest Haven, which would be our next destination. But once it's parked, however, I do believe your mailbox should have some stuff incoming, or at least one thing incoming, because it will have the mail that I got from that one Rito's girlfriend for giving that guy the 20 golden feathers. She's gonna give me a heart piece. Now the one for the chieftain, I do believe takes 2 days to show up. Whatever the case, I want to try to get as high heart piece count as humanly possible. Alright. Now then, let's climb up and let's begin our ascent. Oh look, Deku Baba. Everybody remember these things from Wind Waker. Not Wind Waker, I meant it isn't Wind Waker, god damn it. I meant Ocarina of Time, I'm sorry. Everybody remember these in Ocarina of Time, where you just kill them and they become sticks? Well, the same thing can happen here. As a matter of fact, one of them is a stick right now. Now, we're practically having to slash these Deku Babas in order to proceed, because the Deku Babas will jump out of their bulbs and start attacking you, like so. Also, be on the lookout because Forest Haven is home to some Deku Babas that turn into bulbs for you to actually catapult out of. And I'll explain more on that later as we end this part, and in the next part we'll continue on in the Forest Haven, eventually getting into the doorstep of the Forbidden Forest.